right in the heart with a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on me. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the lab. I feel a full stare. Think I ain't looking. Maybe cause I'm focused. No hands out for the hopeless. Funny bullets, I caught some shots. Another piece of the puzzle connecting dots. You can find the truth of that in liquor. One more shot to an empty bottle. If she gon' walk there like a model for me, like I don't see her intentions all in my scope. At a time we were just friends with advice to land. Nothing special, I was dead broke, but we still got hope. Don't put my words, just pack and issue that raw dough. Just pack and issue that raw dough. Pack and issue that raw dough. To the people that listen to my people, they know that I do care. With their hands in the air, rocking side to side. Now my work, yeah, it's time to ride. Where my niggas at? My niggas ain't my niggas no more. Push me to the back, label to change up its swag. I do it for us, I'm pro-black. Don't rock it the sheet, yeah. Wooden beats or all type of African shit. Just rock a table fade, swagger tailor-made. Polo collars and fly kicks. Just polo collars and fly kicks. Exclusive shit, not get wig. Keep it coming, just don't stop. The revolution starts with shots.
I'm respectful to my people, and I want to represent my people, and I don't want to be a bad representative. I can't be blind, because the blind lead the blind, they all follow you this.
Now my mama said, baby, act like you got sense. They act like I only act right for Lent. Been living in purgatory, brown nosing for heaven. Not sure if I'm getting in, cause I ain't paid a reverend. Who looking at me when I ain't looking, judging my character? I can't put down my guard on this planet, back in the camera. Ready for my close-up, the lens gets bigger. Won't play me on BET, cause I am not a nigga. My heart is like a powder keg, ready to explode. Smell like strange food, cause I'm America's cologne. It started with the hello, think you're a nice fellow. You're ballin' like Carmelo, we treat you like Othello. L.A.R. we the stars, turn a rapper to a prophet. Bulletproof 306, keep your hands in your pocket. Jordan rules for my life, you contain them, can't stop them. I'm niggas sky high, so the clouds can't drop them. My life is like a miracle, my words are just imperial. I'm edible, I'm audible, I'm digital, I'm visual. Spit like Komodo, go like Bruce Lee, Roy B, and the mean as bad as mofo in the dojo. Life is so amazing and raps like Jesus. They said hip hop is dead, but today look like Easter.
Now I wake up in the morning, I'm black and handsome as ever. However, you see me as strange fruit, will it ever happen, not again. A crook and just a homicide, he know it's self-defense. But since I'm black and since he white, he got no common sense. That's 1969, and he ain't Jesus Christ. He ain't coming back on Easter, he ain't got a second life. You know I'm right? Hold up, look. Now the sirens in my window here, pull it over. License and registration, gun ain't never in the holster. Plus, that man black too, he wanna act too. A nigga with an attitude and a badge too. A couple tattoos, hoping I act a fool so he can squeeze too. But it ain't nothing different, they the same thing. They pull him over, he gon' get the same thing. Maybe 2 up in his brain, 21 gun salute. Last words was I'm a copy, last heard fuck you. And he ain't coming back, you know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't coming back for Easter, y'all say goodbye. Everybody cry, second line. But when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, they know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't coming back for Easter, everybody cry. Y'all say goodbye, second line. But when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, I'm gone. And now she on welfare. Lost here, daddy can't live there. So we ain't there, and life ain't fair. But the food free, and the rent cheap. His roaches where you sleep. He still came around and taught you baseball. Bought a Barbie doll, he raised all of y'all. And now the kids adults, they both up in the court. She want that child support, he on that child support. But he ain't never taught him baseball, and she ain't never bought him Barbie dolls. They both never there, no, never, not at all. Saying, well, pull your pants up, go while your ass out. They looking back saying, why, y'all ain't ever in the house? You got it backwards, don't you? I'm saying, cause we still preaching unity. And it's supposed to be family first in community. Got in church to $1 for your blessing. We made in God's image, thinking we're saints mind. They got us crossed up, now Judas and Caesar. America bury me, but I ain't coming back for Easter. Yeah, they know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't coming back for Easter, y'all say goodbye. Everybody cry, second line. But when when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, they know I'm black like Jesus. But I ain't coming back for Easter, everybody cry. Y'all say goodbye, second line. But when the music stop, move on. Cause I ain't coming home, I'm gone.
Hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is Listen, so we gotta have this discussion, right? Shout out, it's the Black Manosphere Show of the Week. Um, but now, and y'all gotta excuse me at first because I might have some technical difficulties with the camera. I don't know why it keeps going in and out. So I don't know if it's gonna go in and out or not. But that being said, I gotta make a few moves. Dang it. Hold up. I didn't realize I didn't cut this on. It doesn't matter right now because I got it's good. So anyway, we got to have this discussion about, why should Black men save the community? And I'm going to ask questions. Some of them are going to be a bit smart mouth. Hold on for 1 second. I'm going to bounce out and bounce right back in. It ain't going to take but 5 seconds. Okay. Sorry about that. Now, so people will ask, brothers need to take care of the community. You need to save the community. And some people have questions but they feel are valid questions. And I don't think it's wrong to ask people to save the community, but I'm just going to give some rebuttals that you might get from some of the questions that I've come up with. So question number one is, because you need to save the community because you're heavily invested in our success. So Black men should be heavily invested in the success of Black people to the point where we got to save the community. Well, that should make sense. Problem is probably that you're probably asking a demographic of men that you were not heavily invested in their success. So you might be asking the wrong group. Were you asking the people who you supported, or were you asking the people who you didn't support? And when people give you the answer, it's normally you're asking the people who you didn't support, who the community didn't support. You're asking them to save the quote unquote community. And unfortunately, they're not feeling that. They don't think that's a job that they should take on. And you gotta ask, is it fair? Because when people say, life isn't fair, and that's true, life is not fair. So some people got to do more than other people, and some people got to go through more than other people. But if you've been partying and supporting the people who have failed, even though life isn't fair, and you're asking the people that you weren't kicking it with to fix it while you're still hanging out with the people that you supported who failed, it's not going to go over well at all. By no means, by no stretch of the imagination, is that going to be a good look, because nobody's trying to, come do heavy lifting for you and the people who can also do it. Because when you're asking Black men to save the community, it's unfortunate, that you want a certain group to save the Black community, while there's a group of black men next to you who you've been down with for years. So you mean to tell me y'all know each other well, y'all are together, y'all are birds of a feather, and you mean to tell me that you can't ask the person, church style, neighbor, look to your left, look to your right, say, neighbor, you should help fix the community. You mean to tell me you can't call on your neighbor? That doesn't come off well. So you mean to tell me you want to call on somebody who's not your neighbor to fix what you and your neighbor should know what's going on in the problems and how to correct it? But see, that's the thing. I don't think that y'all really want to correct anything, but I could be wrong. But tell me if I'm wrong or not. Now, the next point, it usually comes from mothers predominantly. You should save the community because we gave you life. We birthed you. So you owe us because we birthed you and we gave you life. So let me get this right. You're a parent, and for the majority of parents, you are an adult when you have children. So you didn't do anything to fix the community, save the community as an adult. But the child that you birthed owes you because you birthed them and owes you, and collectively we owe our mothers enough, so much, that we need to come together and save the community because they gave us life. You do understand that comes off as you didn't raise us, because if what comes off is we birth you, we give you life, it's like you just stopped right there. You got entitled. I gave you life. I'm your parent. You owe me. Fix the community. Fix the community because you owe me. I birthed you. C-section, natural childbirth. I birthed you. You owe me. So this is why you should fix the black community. Well, you can't argue with being birthed. But you could ask, well, what kind of parent were you? See, collectively, people need to ask, what kind of parent were you? Mr. Z, thanks for the Cash App, fam. What kind of parent were you? Because, shout out to BGS, Dr. T. Hassan Johnson. When they talk about the reading level of black boys, and when the mothers predominantly say they're the most educated group, but their sons aren't that educated, but you want those sons to grow up and become men and save the community because you. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's up with the camera, but sorry for the technical difficulties. But you birthed them. So since you birthed us, you know what I'm saying? We got to do this. We got a lot to do. So here's the thing. Fine, no problem. Here's the question about the community, because it's two parts of this. Since you birthed us and we owe you, and most of us were raised by single mothers, Does the community owe us? Should the community owe us our kids? Since you want these guys to save the community, you know, do you owe us the kids? But you know what? I'm gonna get to the kids in a second. Speaking to the parenting tip, right? Just simple put. We owe you because you're birthed, but I said y'all didn't raise a lot of folks. But let's talk about the people you did raise. The vast majority of the guys that y'all complain about are the guys you raised, and you raised them to be losers on purpose. You enjoyed sabotaging their lives. So the reason why you're not asking the guys that you raised to be, highly emotional, fashionable, irrational, undisciplined, disrespectful. It's funny how you just skip over those guys. Let me just skip over you, player. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I don't need you to save the community because I didn't raise you to be the type of guy to save the community. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask somebody else. Now here's the thing. A lot of the save the community talk come from people who've lived in the community their whole lives. And if you tally it up, they know from being in the community their whole lives that guess what? They help the losers. They help the losers. How do I know that they did that? Let's just run it down. How often do you see a support system for a black male who's on the honor roll? How often? How often do you see, people who are in the know when a young black man is getting good grades and trying to pick a college? How often do you see them say, listen, this is what you got to do, apply for these grants, apply for these loans, apply for this, apply to this school because that school is good in what you're good at and what you want to be. Don't go to this school. I know you want to, but don't go there because that's not what you set up for. Oh yeah, I'm going there with the club. I appreciate that. How often? How often do you see guys who may not be the smartest, but they sure do the right thing on a regular basis? How often do you see they hard working, they stay out of trouble, they mind their business, they're a good citizen? How often do you see those guys go, this community say, you know what? That kid needs a support system. We don't know what he's gonna do. He might not know what he's gonna do, but he's hardworking, he stays out of trouble, and he has a great work ethic. So, whenever he finds what he really wants to pick, we're gonna look out for him. We're gonna mentor that one. How often? Let's do it in athletics. Because if you're not a superb athlete, if you're a good kid and a superb athlete, you'll get support. But if you're and I hate to say it this way, if you're a bad kid and a superb athlete, you're gonna get more support than the good kid who's a superb athlete. Let's do it apples for apples. You got a good guy who's on the right path, people gonna give him he got it. He know what he doing. You got a bad kid who's a superb athlete, y'all gonna bail that sucker out time and time and time and time and time again, to the detriment of the good kid, because you're gonna say he got it together. Y'all gonna talk up the bad kid, like and y'all don't realize, people don't realize this. There are so many good young black men who, let's just say, when recruiters come in our quote unquote urban schools, they'll talk down or not talk up the good kid who's a superb athlete because they really got to talk up the bad kid that's a superb athlete because they got to save him. We don't want him to lead the community, bro. Dang, Roger, man, you killing me, bro. Thanks, fam. You know what? Jesus. Thanks, fam. You know, so they'll talk him up. He gets in trouble, but he's a really good kid. The kid that he's all right, he's good. You know what I'm saying? He's all right. They'll say like he don't even have potential. The bad kid has potential, can only get better. The good kid, that's just who they are. They maxed out right there. That's the best they're gonna ever be. But they're consistent. That's how it goes too often. But you want that person to come back and save the community. You know, exactly. So let me fast forward to the next part of this. Why should black men save the community? Because no one else will do it. Oh, interesting. So you want black men to save the community because no one else will. You're right. No one else will. Everybody else will exploit it. You're right. White people are gonna come and exploit it because they're gonna gentrify the neighborhood because it's gonna go downhill. You're gonna say Asians and the Middle Easterners and maybe Hispanics are gonna come there and they're gonna open, shops and stores, whether it's a food desert or not, and you're gonna be relegated to buying things from them per se on a regular basis. And they're going to drain the resources out of the community and take it back to not necessarily their community, but their family and their group. Because those other non-white people, for the majority of them, don't necessarily live in Asian or Asian or Middle Eastern or Hispanic enclaves. If they're really making money, they're going to live in a quote unquote white suburb. That's where they're going to live. And they might come together and pool their resources and have like an Asian side of town, an Asian thing, or maybe a strip for Middle Easterners, or maybe a Hispanic side, but that doesn't mean they're going to live there with each other though. When they get that money, they're still going to be in the suburbs with the quote unquote white folk. Or just say the upper class. So nobody else is going to do it. But here's the problem. We've seen numerous times that brothers come along and do it. Okay, since nobody else is going to do it, we're going to show up for the community. We're going to open a business in the community. We're going to do mentoring in the community. We're going to do this, that, and the third in the community. Matter of fact, we're going to provide the things that y'all like. If y'all like good food, we're going to provide food. If y'all like good clothing and fashion, we're going to provide that. If you need a dentist, I remember when I was a kid, there was a dentist office. There was a black-owned dentist not too far from my house. Great guy. But here's the problem. We've also seen you not treat those people well. Not support those people's businesses. We've seen you say, nobody else is gonna fix the community. So, you should. And it's like, but here's the thing. If I open up a gas station across the street from the Middle Eastern gas station, you're still gonna go there. If I open up a restaurant next to the Asian restaurant, you're still gonna go there. If I open up a shop next to the whatever shop, thanks, BGS, and one love, and all y'all got it. BGS is one of the greatest. I just got to bow down and say that right there. But that's when, you're still going to support those people. And then it's going to be our own people. We like the idea of saving the community. We don't like the actual practice of it. See, you got to go to their corner store and their mom and pop shop over and over and over and over and over again. We don't like doing that. That's the problem. So you can go to the corner store, you know, and have with everybody else. You can go to everybody else's business and store over and over and over and over again. But you know who you can't go to? Ours over and over and over again. Thank you, BGS. So guess what problem this creates? Save the community. How? You want the people who have businesses to save the community while you bankrupt them by not supporting them. And then when they go out of business, you know what you do? Man, you remember we do stuff. Remember we had the store over here and we had the store over there and the store over there. It was nice. It was nice, man. It was good. The people was good. See, it went from Black businesses don't have good customer service while the business is open to when the business is closed and they run and they don't have any more money. They was really good people. They was really good. I don't even know. We should get somebody else like them. Somebody else should come. And some of those people they close their business there and they move to a different part of town where it's actually more mixed, and they come to find out because they got a good product and good service, they're going to get some more support from a mixed community than they will their own community in their own community. Ain't that about but hey, why don't y'all say the community? Well, I mean, just say it. Now we got to go to another question. Why won't we say the community? You know, why should Black men save the community? We should save it for the kids. Because the kids need you. The kids need us, brothers. They need us. They love us. They all about needing a positive male influence in their life. Problem is, though, you should save the Black community because of kids that's not your kid or kids that's not your kids. Because you can have better access to somebody else's kids in our community than you can your own. And even with that, we can still say Black men are the most involved fathers. You can also say Black men have to deal with the most obstacles in being a father. So we gotta be involved because we're always fighting to be involved. And we always are forced to be involved when mom F's up. The first time, the second time, the 15th time, the 30th time, the 50th time, the 126th time. You need to get your kid, squared and cubed. But we need to fix state of community because the kids. Oh yeah. What about those kids? Isn't a good portion of those kids not even like their fathers? Because of, and it doesn't even matter if he's a good father or a bad father. Shout out to BGS one more time because he posted the choke no joke thing with 50 Cent's son Marquise, the one that's grown, 25, talking about, his father, a man's supposed to be a provider. He provided $6,700 a month for his kid. Over $1 million to make sure his kid was straight. Paid for the house that his kid lived in. Paid for the school that his kid went to. And his son who is grown now still says $6,700 a month. That ain't a lot of money. That ain't really nothing. If you're a multi-millionaire, interesting. The money ain't good enough, but I don't really F with you like that anyways, but you really wasn't a good father because you didn't call me and talk to me as much as I wanted, even though I don't F with you. So we got to do it for the kids. So all these men got to band together and help out all these kids that's not their kids while somebody else is going to be responsible for helping their kid. Ain't that kind of backwards? See, you can save the community if you save your family. But let's be honest, there's a barrier with saving your family, saving your children, looking out for your own children. That's a big barrier there. So how is it supposed to work to, at the same time, in normal ways, you can't even be a father to your kid properly, and your resources going to go to your kid, because contrary to popular belief, even with the child support and all these people talking these shenanigans, guess who pays it the most and pays it the most consistently? Black men out of all races. Even though we got to deal with baby mama drama probably more than everybody else, it comes off that we handle our responsibility better than everybody else does. So while we're handling that responsibility, we also gotta save all the other kids. You know, we gotta be the Jesus Christ. I was about to be trifling, but don't worry about it. I'm still be trifling. We gotta be the Jesus Christ of bastards. Yeah, that's what we gotta be. We gotta save your kid, and your kid, and your kid, and your kid, and possibly, if need be, fight their fathers who are trying to be in their lives. And hey, I got it. I know that's your son and your daughter, but they don't want you around because their mama said so, and they teaming with her. And I know you're doing all this stuff for them, and they don't even appreciate it, and they act like you're not doing it. But if you come over here, I'm gonna have to fight you to keep the lie going, because we're trying to save the community. Now, by the way, I got the same problem with my baby mama, so could you please go on the other side of town, and we're gonna swap notes. It's like, okay, we just gonna be stupid. We're just gonna be stupid now, no problem. So it doesn't compute. It just doesn't compute. So let's take it a little step further. Why should black men save the community? I know. And this is going to be trifling that I say this. Because we want to feel white. What do I mean by this? Let me explain it. See, a lot of people want black men to come in and build Wakanda so they can feel like they think white people feel. Because as a black man, I've noticed over the years, I'm 42. I've noticed over the years more black people go from poverty to the middle class. Okay? And I've noticed that prior to that, whether you know it or not, and my grandparents who are deceased, in their era, for the most part, we had a very safe community, where you can leave your doors unlocked. It gradually got worse, over the decades. But we went from being poor and middle class and being in the same neighborhood, and you can leave your door unlocked and look out for your neighbor and this, that, and the third, and everybody's cool, and the village was raising kids, to a bunch of singular, it went from nuclear family and extended family and community together to communities out, extended families out, nuclear family for the most part is out, now it's single parent family. And it's progressively gotten more and more unsafe. So, but you've seen people move out to the suburbs and do stupid stuff that you would never do. See, now y'all want to feel white. I want to be able to just walk in the middle of the street in the middle of the night. I just want to women want to go take nighttime jogs and walks, or even though even though this place is gang infested, I just want to go out any kind of way and just walk and never have to do anything and never have the idea of getting snatched up because I just want to feel white. That's what white people do. No, white people don't do that. That's why they got a lot of guns in the suburbs. You're making this stuff up. I get them truck. And then, these kids, they want to feel white. Say the community, because I want to dye my hair and be a punk rocker and just, take a parents or cousins or uncles and aunts Dodge Charger and do donuts around the block while the rest of the 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22-year-olds come together in the parking lot and film effing up somebody else's stuff and like, yeah, we're going live because we want to feel like we could do crazy stuff like white people. It's like, yo, ain't nobody trying to come back for that. You want to say the community so you can do stupid stuff? Why do you think you see all these cats who are young and restless and just doing stuff because they got more time on their hands than they have work? Because they've been BSing, because they've been taught to be a BSer. But you need to come back and make us feel like we're important. You see, look at that building over there. That's a black building right there, and it's nice too. That's right, and it's beautiful. But you're gonna throw trash in front of it, you punk mother. Look at the dealership. Yeah, we got it just like white. We got them too, just like the white people got them. We got it too. Oh, okay. Look at that over there. Look at our strip center, and it's nice too. It's nice like the white folks, ain't it? Man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know, that's what's going on. You know, we want to be white, but here's the problem. All of you people who want to feel white are the very people who like dysfunction. You love being dysfunctional. You love doing sucker stuff. I never understood how you could be, or who you could be such a house Negro and a field Negro combined. When you're around white people, you yes, boss, yes, guys, that's right, that's we's good, boss. That's right, I knows what I's doing, boss. We want to have stuff just like you nine white folks, boss. And I'm gonna be real with you. The people with the tattoos and the gold teeth, the worst. They the worst at it. They look rebellious, but they're not rebellious. They're not field Negroes. They house Negroes with tattoos. Man, thanks, fam. They house Negroes with tattoos. House Negroes with gold teeth. House Negroes with jewelry. House Negroes with a grill in their mouth. House Negroes with all the braids and the crazy hairstyle. I'm looked up. Stop it. And then when you get around other black people, man, you better not look at me. You better not say nothing, punk ass, bitch ass. Oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust y'all. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You know. You know, it's like, okay, this is what we doing, huh? Okay. I just want to feel white and white for, yeah, okay. Because if a black person is in a position to have you feeling like them quote unquote white folks, you know what? He too black. Black man can own a building, but a white guy got to manage it for you to respect it. So you want brothers to say the community to do it like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, we're talking crazy stuff. Why should black men say the community? Let's go with another one. Because you are supposed to empower people. Exactly who are we supposed to empower, pray tell? I'm just asking. Because let me just run this down to you. It comes off that the people that y'all want empowered are just really some type of high level or low level scam artists, some type of high level or low level finesser, some type of high level or low level procrastinator, who, if you came through and gave them everything that they ever needed to make it work, they will finally get it together. Just like that. Because we just got a community of people who, for the most part, you know, if you just gave them all of the actual resources they needed, they would actually become disciplined right then, become accountable right then. You know, but not finesse people right then, not scam people right then. But we know better. We all know better. So we want to save the community, empower people. You can't empower lazy people. And see, and you can't put lazy people in charge of hardworking people and think you're going to keep the hardworking people. So how are we gonna save the community like that? Because we got too many people who want to be a boss. I ain't seen so many lazy bosses in my life. I'm a boss because you a boss really because you don't know how to do nothing. That's what you're a boss at, not knowing how to do anything. I know I'm supposed to tell you what to do. How do you do that though? How do you do what you just told me to do? See, I'm a boss. I think I'm a thinker here, and because I know you look, you just do what I tell you to do. Because I'm the thinker here, not you. So you don't know how to do none of this stuff, do you? I know how the big picture works. You still coloring in Crayola. You don't know how the big picture works. You still can't color inside the lines. At 45 years old, you don't know how the big picture works. It don't work like what you say. It's bull. It's BS. It was like, oh, okay, who we gonna empower? Interesting. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this also. I did a video recently about the girl who got smacked by the cop in New York. And this morning I got up, I went to the gym, and Al Sharpton was on the radio. He has a radio show out here in Houston, right? And he's talking about the how it's unfair how the lady got treated by the police officer. And my immediate thought was, Reverend Sharpton, you are too old and been around too long and know America too well to act like Black people are ever going to be treated like white people and ever should be, and to expect that it's silly. It's ridiculously. A sister could smack a cop and not get smacked back when the cops are arresting her boyfriend for attempted murder. That's police brutality, smacking that girl back. We need to talk about this. No. See, these are the type of people that, the Congressional Black Caucus and the NAACP and National Action Network. These are the type of people want to empower. People who do stupid stuff like that. So what about the black cop that got smacked? Oh, he's an enemy? And this is a guy who you want to save the community. No, I can't do that, bro. I mean, even if I wanted to help you, I can't, because you're not built for being saved. You're not built for that. Yeah, he would have got exactly. He would have definitely got it. He would have definitely got some hot ones. But no, I take that back. He wouldn't have got some hot ones in that situation because it was predominantly black cops. He would have got the brakes beat off of him, though. He would have got the brakes beat off of him. If it wasn't black cops, definitely got shot. But let's go to the other one. Why should black men save the black community? Because we need each other. We need each other. That's a real, we need each other. What's unfortunate about that is, as a black man, I haven't been treated like I was needed. I'm only needed when the bottom falls out. What if I need you? What's the history on when these black men who you want to save the community need you? How well do you come through for those guys? When he's down on his luck, when he's hardworking, but he gets injured on the job and he's sick or he loses his job and he needs to get on his feet. Just if he's doing the right thing and he's just going through a hard time, how is it? What does he get? Do you come to his aid when he needs you? No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. When he said, look, I need, like, do you realize that the average modern day black man and probably black young man and probably black teenage boy has probably rarely said, I need help, because it's already expected and known that you're not gonna get any help. Think about it. The only time I can remember a black boy saying, help me, is when they were children. Like when you taught him to tie his shoes, and it's like, and he got it wrong. I need help me. Can you help me? He lost in the store. I'm lost. Can you help me? These kids get about 10 years old. You don't hear help anymore. He's like, they ain't gonna do nothing. So when that 10-year-old becomes a 35-year-old, and you tell him, yo, we need each other. Do you realize for 25 years, he's like, need? Bro, I needed people. Look, man, I didn't know that, people actually came to your aid if you needed help. When did this happen? What did I miss? Like, what did I miss? Possibly. Yeah, I mean, that's probably who we're saving it for, because we're supposed to save the community. We're not necessarily supposed to be a part of it, But we're gonna get there. And it's gonna be ugly, because this goes along with the help part. Why should black men save the black community? Let's just get it. Because it's not safe. You see the community isn't safe. You see, the quote unquote violence that's going on. Interesting. So you want brothers to save the community because it's not safe. Yes. Well, so you want these brothers to get rid of everybody who makes it unsafe? Yeah. Okay. So that means, go, what's up? Get your mind right. But since it's not safe, do you mean you want these guys to come back to the community and kill the drug dealers and the gang leaders? That's what you want? Since it's not safe, because that's what you're talking about, right? And that's just in our community. What about the other communities who got the gangs and the drug dealers that are in our community? You want us to off them too? Oh, I'm just asking, because let's just be honest. Too many of us in these bad communities have a drug problem. I don't care if it's weed or alcohol or a harder drug. You want me to off your dope man? Or you want me to just off the shooters and the jackers? They all in the same group though, right? That's what you want to do? What about the guys who, are kicking you off money? Whether for you ladies, whether it's sex for money or they making runs for money, you want us to get rid of them too? To make it safe. You know why I say that? Because for all these young ladies getting abducted, you mean we get to off all the people that is roaming around in the middle of the night? Oh, and taking your daughters? Oh, by the way, does that mean all you parents that are selling y'all kids to other people and giving y'all kids to other people, that means you got to go too, right? Keep them safe, because we got to make it safe. You want us to do that? No. You got to make it safe, but everybody except me. You get to do all of your BS. and you still you want to benefit out of other people's BS. See, the people you benefiting off, that's in the streets, they can stay. Get rid of all the other people you're not benefiting off, and you can stay with all the stuff you doing. Oh, okay, I get it. But see, I'm not hurting nobody but myself, but it's not safe. And interestingly enough, you are hurting the other people in your house. Should we get rid of you too? Nah, you can't do that. I'll call the cops on you now. Now I'm snitching now. I want to say, but I'm snitching now. If it get too safe, I'm snitching. Okay, interesting. So who actually do you want us to save the community from? Who exactly are we supposed to save the community from because it's not safe? Huh? Can you tell us who? Should we save the community from like kind of like Atlanta, right? When they said they were going to shut down the strip clubs and people blew a gasket. You can't shut down our strip club now. Look now, okay, now hold up now. Magic City got to get them wings though. Them wings is fire, skill. Them Lou Williams wings, skill. They fire. Now you have to change the dance, but them wings got to stay now. Them wings and them catfish nuggets, they got to stay now. Now all the other debauchery, they got to go, but the wings and the nuggets got to stay. It's like, I don't know. We tired of our cars getting broken into. Okay, well, next summer, we're going to start putting a bullet in everybody who's breaking into cars. Yeah. Oh, by the way, next summer, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids who are in high school, who ain't doing nothing over the summer, and that you just let run them up, they the ones breaking into stuff, so they going to get shot. Not my baby. Listen, if you do something to my kid, I promise to God, I'm going to get. Okay, but you wanted it safe, though. Interesting. Okay, interesting. How safe can it be? But hey, forget it. We ain't even gonna do that. How about this? Black man, you need to save the community because you're responsible for our Wakanda fantasy. I seen the movie, man. They was prosperous, bro. They out there just, you know what I'm saying, vibranium chains on, you know what I'm saying? They had a Wakandan Corvette that had at least 732 horsepower. You ain't need no gas, boy. It don't even wreck because it's made of vibranium, bro. You got to do this for me. Look. I know. Okay, listen. I know it sounds messed up because I remember I was in school with you when you were smart and I would cheat off of you and all the time. And we would make fun of you for being smart. And I remember the other guys who were smart, but they played dumb to be cool. Right. And then they left and we was all cool together and we never really left home. But when we seen that movie and all of y'all left, I heard you was an engineer, man. I heard you was a doctor, man. Look, man, I heard you were construction. Y'all could do this, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard you was a chemist, man. Like, look, all we need you to do is just build it. Just build it, because I just want my fantasies. We want to be able to, like, and I hate to do it this way, because we don't really want a Wakanda, because that seems like it's a lot of structure. They put people in jail. I saw the movie. We want to have like nigga time. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can still do that bullshit we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You know how I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? We just want you. Look, I just want the fantasy though, bro. If you put your mind and your money together with my bullshit, oh man, we could make a great, powerful bullshit fantasy that's just on autopilot. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that, man, you know, what we supposed to do? You know, make the fantasy, bro. Like, you can make this, man. Man, let me tell you something, man. I know you can build a flying El Dorado. I got an 87 in the garage right now. It's no rust. All original parts, but I'm telling you, you could Back to the Future that thing. bro, if we actually, if all these minds came together and did all this stuff, let me just, you said you watched the movie, right? Yeah. Did you see like the whole city was doing something and it was working? Like people were working, people were fishing, people had businesses, people were farming, people were, everybody was doing something. Everybody in the whole place was doing something. No, you didn't see anybody drunk. You didn't see anybody high. You didn't see anybody BS, and you didn't see nobody stripping. You didn't see it. You didn't see no baby mamas. I'm just saying, if we're gonna do this, you realize, you see, you just want the stuff. You realize the discipline that everything got to go with, right? We can't do that, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? God told me in 2 Corinthians, that, ye is supposed to be on that BS. It's God's will. Oh, okay, it's not gonna work, bro. But why else should we say the community? Because that's not gonna work. Because your fantasy is effed up, bro. Your fantasy is effed up. Okay. Let's take another one. Just one more. And this goes into the BS I was just talking about. Why should black men say the community? Because you need to teach us how to be a respectable community again. Because we were a highly respected group in America. We were downtrodden. We were shitted on. But let's just be honest. America wouldn't be America without us. That's during and after slavery and Jim Crow. America wouldn't be America without us at all. America would just be a land of failure. The land was here before America, but what we consider as America without us, it wouldn't even be here. A lot of the inventions in America that white people benefit off of to this day are black inventions that got monetized by their quote unquote businesses. So the wealth really comes from a lot of, black intellectual property to this day. But you need to say the community to make it respectable again. But here's the problem. I feel you, but see, to make it respectable, we got to change a lot of things. See, you gotta drop the debauchery in the music you listen to. You gotta drop all the not reading good material in books. You gotta drop being infatuated with the criminal element when it comes to watching television shows. You gotta drop the overindulging in soul food and alcohol that's making people overweight, giving people diabetes, strokes, heart attacks, so on and so forth. You got to drop that. We got to change our image. Shout out to the late great Kevin Samuels. We got to present ourselves better. Like I saw a clip of see, you can't be a grown man going out and now purposely showing your behind sagging. If you are over 25 and you should know how your clothes fit by now. If I see your behind, honestly, you on the little murder side of the game at this particular point. There's no reason for you to be grown as a man with your butt showing. Ladies, there's no reason for you as a grown woman to be on Instagram and going out in the middle of the night in a I ain't got no panties and I just want you to see it outfit. See, you want people, say the community so we can be more respectable, but here's the problem. You don't want the fashion police. You don't want the music police. You don't want the movie police. You don't want the book police. See, like you don't want brothers to police the community in the way you policing brothers who using their passports. Oh, you can't go there. You can't do that. You can't visit that place. She don't. You better not. You a traitor to the community. But there's a girls trip that's going to the same place I'm going. That's none of your business, boy. Mind your business, boy. Them grown women, them grown black queens, they can do whatever they want. But you, on the other hand, you got to come back and make this respectable. Listen, bro. We can't make the community respectable because, you want us to go into church and yank these preachers off the pulpit for all the BS that they talking? How about the next time you go to church and the pastor says something sideways, you say, you know what, we gonna make this a respectable community. You say, bro, give up the mic. You done. You done. I don't. No. You taking the third offering. Because this is disrespectful. This is not respectable. You can't be selling bootleg religion and hope, or as Edward Anderson would say, hopium to people, knowing good and damn well that's not going to help their lives. How? You got the Bible to teach respect and you ain't even going to do it. Your job is to teach people to be good people, and you can't do that. And they're paying you and you still can't do that. You got to go. You got to go. But if brothers start yanking these cats off the pulpit, no, you can't. That's a man of God. You can't do no God ordained that man to be there and tell him, man, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. We're gonna be respectable. Really? Let me show you how respectable we were. Everybody loved Barack Obama. Jay-Z wanted to get an ode to the dope boys with him and his wife at the inauguration. You can be anything. Think about this. Barack Obama had 2 terms as president, then came Donald Trump, and now it's Joe Biden. And in that close to 16-year period, most kids who were 5, who are now, in their late teens, still want to be dope boys. Explain that. Most of these girls who want to be, I could be the first lady. How you went from first lady as a child to hot girl, summer city girl / fake soft girl era with a tattoo sleeve and a nose ring. How you do that? You got to make us more respectable. I don't think you brothers want the community saved. But you know what? I'm gonna open up the chat. If y'all want to talk, I got about maybe 30 minutes. And we could rock out for a little bit. And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Put the link in the chat. Pop in if you want. Tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm gonna be policing too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come up here acting shenanigans, I'm gonna cut your head off like you was like like I'm the child and I'm sending you to jail. I don't want you to speak. But real talk, man. This is what's going on. And can you tell people anything other than, we're doing a good job? Because not helping the community is doing a bad job. But basically what people have done is they move the hood, they move their families out of the hood to the suburbs, and somehow some of the family is a bad influence in the suburbs. I don't understand it. I don't like it, but that's what's going on. These people want to be bootleg celebrity kids, but that's what's going on. People are going to college. I appreciate it, but you can't go to college and not have a plan. And your family should not send you to college if you don't have a plan. I'm gonna just be honest with you. If your family sends you to college and you do not have a plan, and they do not have a plan for you, or you bucked their plan because they gave you a plan because you didn't have one, then you wasted your time and maybe their money, but more so probably putting yourself in big debt. Can't nobody say that. Can't nobody say that. You can't party until you're 30 and then wake up and be grown. And then say, hey, we need to save the community. No, can't do that. Can't do that. But that's what it is. So at the end of the day, it's like, hey man, whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna say this now. Shout out, Mr. Z will be up next week for the Black Manosphere Show of the Week. I'm gonna make some calls because it's somebody, you know, that we gotta hook up again. It's all love. So we're gonna reschedule or whatever. And I think the week after that is the Nameless Protagonist. So that's what's coming up. Just so y'all know. This is the email that's in the in the banner at the bottom. The email is for the Black Manosphere to let you know who's in the Black Manosphere and this, that, and the third. This email list. So if you're in the Black Manosphere and you get an email from them, them or us rather, that's who that is. But I'm gonna call it on this one. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the outro. I'll be killing these verses, man. Y'all hating on that. Y'all ain't even gonna say that. But like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
It looks like a job for Superman.
Do this,
Spoken from the lips of the young or the old, there are many.
Yeah. Gotta put it all in.
And there are Supermen.
All the way. I guess I'm taking off the cape through the glasses in the trash. Being super is great, saving y'all is such a drag. Even God took a break, me I ain't coming back. I got one life to live, if you don't like it, that's your ass. Cause nobody saved me, plus when I'm drunk, I'm just a peon. I could use somebody just like I'm the kings of neon. This world is cold as ice, mixed with salt, mixed with freon. They got me pissed off, but that's better than being peed on. For eons, human beings took kindness for weakness. When you constipated, you start to appreciate shit. Put before you life and death, and you just gotta choose. The kryptonite life means you still follow the rules. If your credit's messed up or your bills ain't paid, then it's getting disconnected. Can't nobody say the day. And I can fly, leave a building in a single bound, but I can't stand fair weather friends, and I just fly around. My super friends is Justice League. Only folk I kick it with. Kill Lex Luthor, so what? We had to finish it. Kids play games and adults play for keeps. And me, I play to win, but I ain't playing in these streets. And life is not a joke. Then again, it ain't this serious. Superman can say the day, but God can say the Superman. Saga of the kryptonite life just ended. You enjoy listening? Man, I'll finish it. Lois, come holler at me. I got an ice couch. Thank you for coming out, listening. I knew you would like it because we made it. I'm so frigid and so fly.